Have you ever had a moment that split your life into two distinct parts? The before and the after? A single second that redraws the entire map of your world. It's not always a dramatic movie-like explosion. Sometimes it's a quiet whisper. A phone call, a new idea, a chance encounter. A decision you almost didn't make. These are the moments that change everything. Think about it. Maybe for you, it was the moment you first held your child, and suddenly, the word love had a completely new, profound weight. Or perhaps it was the moment you received a diagnosis, and the future you had so carefully planned dissolved into a fog of uncertainty. It could have been the instant you read a sentence in a book that articulated a feeling you had your whole life but never had the words for, and suddenly, you understood yourself better. These turning points are fascinating because they often arrive unannounced. You wake up in the morning thinking it's just another Tuesday. You go through your routine coffee, emails, the usual commute. You have no idea that by the time you go to sleep that night, the very foundation of your reality will have shifted. The person you were that morning will be a stranger to the person you become. I remember one such moment in my own life. I was feeling completely lost, stuck in a job that felt like a dead end. Every day was a gray repetition of the last. I felt like I was just waiting for my life to start. Then one afternoon, a coworker I barely knew mentioned they were taking a pottery class, just a casual comment. But for some reason, that simple idea sparked something in me. Pottery? I'd never considered it. That evening, instead of going straight home to watch TV, I drove to the local community center and signed up. It sounds so small, doesn't it? A pottery class. But that was the moment. In that dusty, clay-scented room, I didn't just learn how to shape a pot. I learned how to shape my own life. I met new people who saw the world differently. I discovered a creative side of myself I never knew existed. That one small decision was the first domino. It led me to quit my job, travel, and eventually start this very channel to share stories and ideas. One casual comment on a Tuesday afternoon changed the entire trajectory of my life. These moments aren't always positive at first. Sometimes the moment everything changes is a moment of profound loss. The end of a relationship. The loss of a loved one. Getting laid off from a job you thought was secure. These moments can shatter us. They break our hearts and our spirits. The after feels bleak, empty, and terrifying. The pain can be so immense that it's hard to imagine ever feeling whole again. But here's the incredible thing about the human spirit. Even in the darkest of those afters, a new path begins to form, even if we can't see it. The end of that relationship, as painful as it was, might be the moment you finally started to learn who you are on your own. Losing that job might be the catalyst that forces you to discover what you are truly passionate about. In the rubble of what was, we are forced to build something new. And often, what we build is stronger, more authentic, and more resilient than what existed before. The Japanese have a beautiful concept called kintsugi, the art of repairing broken pottery with lacquer dusted or mixed with powdered gold. The philosophy is that the piece is more beautiful for having been broken. The cracks are not something to hide. They are part of the object's history and they are celebrated. Our lives are like that. The moments that break us can become the very lines of gold that make our story richer and more beautiful. The pain carves out new depths of compassion and understanding within us. So what defines these moments? It's not always the event itself, but our response to it. Two people can experience the exact same event, and for one, it's a minor inconvenience. For the other, it's the moment everything changes. The difference is awareness. It's about being open enough to recognize the significance of a moment when it arrives. It's about having the courage to walk through the door that has just creaked open, even if you don't know what's on the other side. Think about the moment an inventor has a breakthrough. For years, they've been toiling away, facing failure after failure. Then, in a flash of insight in the shower, on a walk, just as they're falling asleep, the solution appears, fully formed. The world before that moment and the world after are completely different. That flash of insight is a turning point, not just for them, but potentially for all of humanity. These moments are happening all the time, all around us. The person you smiled at in the grocery store today? Maybe that small act of kindness was the moment that pulled them back from a dark place. The book you recommended to a friend? Maybe it contains the idea that will change their life's work. We are all constantly, and often unknowingly, participating in each other's turning points. This is why it's so important to live with intention and awareness, to be present, to listen not just with our ears, but with our whole being. You never know when a simple conversation or a shared experience will become a defining moment for someone else, or for you. The universe is constantly whispering to us, presenting us with these opportunities for change and growth. The question is, are we listening? Maybe you're in a before right now, waiting for your moment. Or maybe you're in an after, trying to make sense of a world that's been turned upside down. Wherever you are, remember this: you are the main character in your story. You have the power to recognize these moments and to choose your path forward. Don't be afraid of the breaking. Don't be afraid of the change. Embrace it. The end of one chapter is always the beginning of another, and you are the one holding the pen. I want to leave you with a question. What was a moment that changed everything for you? Take some time to think about it. Honor it. Whether it was a moment of joy, pain, or quiet revelation, it's a golden seam in the beautiful, unique pottery of your life. Share your story in the comments if you feel comfortable. Reading through them is a powerful reminder that we are all connected by these profound human experiences. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more reflections on life's journey. Until next time.